Hey guys! So, long time no see. I know, I feel like I've literally been gone forever, but I just wanted to make this video and let you guys know that I am going to be back making videos starting now, and I'm really excited about it. But I figured that before I start up making videos again, I would just let you guys know where I've been for the past 4 months, because I figured that a person just doesn't disappear randomly out of the blue like I did and then not explain themselves. So that's what this video is going to be about. Toward the end, I also wanted to talk about just where I've been thinking about going with my channel. I have been focusing largely on beauty videos, and I really like that, but I also wanted to vary my content a little bit more. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about what my ideas are. So with that, let's just go ahead and get started. So basically, the last couple of videos that I uploaded were uploaded in June, and during that time my uncle was actually put into the hospital and diagnosed with pancreatitis. And for those of you guys who don't know, pancreatitis is a condition that affects the pancreas's ability to function properly. And there are milder forms of it, but unfortunately my uncle's was pretty serious, and they actually transported him to a hospital in the city where there are doctors that specifically deal with the pancreas. So he was in good hands there, but for any of you guys who have ever driven up to the city, any city in the world, you know how difficult it is to get around if you're not used to it. So whenever my mom or my grandmother wanted to go up and visit my uncle in the hospital, I felt like, as much as I hate hospitals, they really ruin my vibe and just make me feel so uncomfortable that I felt very obligated just to go with them and kind of be the navigator with my GPS, because if you have one person who can kind of direct, it makes it a little bit easier, even though it's still really difficult if you don't know what you're doing. So basically, multiple times a week we were driving up to the city to visit my uncle, and it just takes a lot out of you when you have to drive all the way up, visit him, come all the way back. And I just found that my motivation to make videos was really just not there. I didn't want to make videos during that time because I just felt like with everything that was going on, I just wouldn't be in it, my head wouldn't be in it, and maybe you guys would be able to tell that I wasn't completely with it. So I just decided to kind of take a break, and during that time anyway, it was just so tough because my uncle was up and down. I mean, one day he was recovering great, and then the next day the doctors would say that they just didn't know. I mean, I don't think that they ever really had him stabilized enough that he could function on his own. So it was just a really tough time, and I figured that, you guys would understand. The very last video that I made was my e.l.f. Mineral Infused Makeup Primer review, and that was uploaded on June 18th. And then the very next day, the doctors called my aunt and said that he had a really bad night, and that at this point they were 100% sure that he would never recover from what it was he had, the pancreatitis, and that she should consider taking him off of the breathing machine. And when she called here and told us that, it was such a shock, obviously, and I think she was just looking for some guidance from all of us on what we thought. And after talking to everybody, I think we all decided that it's not what he would have wanted. I mean, it was hard for her because she knew that she'd be losing her husband and her kids would be losing their dad. But I know him, and it's not what he would have wanted. He just would have wanted to be in peace. So on June 19th, my aunt decided that the doctors should take him off of the breathing machine, and they did that, and he actually passed away in 2 minutes, which was really just unfortunate and very hard to deal with. But what made it easier is knowing that he wouldn't have to suffer anymore. So even though I thought I was busy before all this happened, while he was just in the hospital, after he passed away, I was so much more busy because I just felt like I had to be with people in my family as support for them, because it didn't it was hard for me, but it didn't affect me like it affected my mom or my grandmother. My grandmother took it especially hard because it was her son, and as a parent you always think that you're gonna pass away before your children and that you'll never have to see them go before you. But sometimes that happens, and I don't think that she was ever prepared for that. So after he passed away, I found myself going up to her house almost every day to try to be with her and just take her places, get her mind off of it, because she lives by herself, and when you live by yourself, it's very, very easy just to think about things that happen. When you don't have anybody else taking your mind off of it, it's really, really hard, and she took it really hard, so I just felt like I was a good person to be there for her and just take her places and get her mind off of things. So now that all that stuff's out of the way, I just wanted to take a minute to thank all of you guys who have been subscribing and watching my videos and commenting on my videos. All the comments that you guys have left in the last couple of months have been literally amazing, and they've picked me up so much and made me feel so good about the videos I've been making. So I just can't thank you enough for that, for sticking with me and watching my videos. It makes me feel amazing. But another thing that I wanted to talk about in this video, like I mentioned in the beginning, was that I wanted to start making some different kinds of videos. So one thing I want to do is start giving more advice. Part of the reason why I wanted to make a YouTube channel in the beginning was because I like to give people advice. Sometimes, unfortunately, it's a little hard when you don't go through the same things as other people. It's really difficult to give advice on that because you just don't know how the person's feeling, but I definitely love giving advice, and it makes me feel like I'm doing my duty as a human being. So another thing that I wanted to start focusing on is some more fun videos, because I feel like there's been genuinely a lack of fun on this channel. I've done a couple tags already, and they've been fun to make, but I don't know, I feel like I like to do some challenges and other fun tag videos for you guys, because I really enjoy watching those myself, so I think that you guys will too. So those are my ideas. I think that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. So I'm going to go ahead and go. That's going to be the end. This video has already been much longer than I wanted it to be, but that's alright, because when you're gone for 4 months, there's just a lot of stuff to talk about. So this was good. I enjoyed making this video, and I hope that you guys enjoyed watching it. So that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!